there's a long history, isn't there? And with Netanyahu, especially of leaders turning to war to shore up their popularity when they're facing difficulties. So let's talk about popularity. Ashraf Okkeh, 62% of Israelis are calling for his resignation, 18% within his own party. What role do public opinion polls play in influencing Netanyahu's political future?
It is a very significant in the transformation in the Israeli public opinion based on their trust for his leadership. And I think the polls are very significant as they are weekly made by the biggest news due to their political diversity. So it's a clear evidence of the nature of orientation and directions of public opinion and the strengths of the political party. But there is some sort of a shift in the Israeli public opinion that shows that there is something new in the patriotism political map, as it is flexible to larger scale, that they can change for a specific time that affect the nature of the scene and in the Knesset. That shows that Netanyahu is suffering in a very critical crisis, and the outrage of the public institutions, as he considers that he has the majority, and if the far right parties behind him in this confrontation, and even they have the same destiny, if the government would fall, so it means the fall of the far right, and they won't go back to the politics in the upcoming years. So the far right, due to their internal and external dimensions and their tackling with it in his file, as well as the war in Gaza, they have political interest and calculation and have nothing to do with the security of Israel, as said by the veteran and expert, that there is a damage of the security in Israel. But the political calculations that overwhelmed his policies, even up till now, in one term, they damaged the relations to the sabotage the relationship with Netanyahu. So the matter has reached to the truth, and I think the fate of this deal and its track, Netanyahu wouldn't be able to stop it, as there is an American international orientation to look for regional tracks to arrange the conflict, not to keep the things in Gaza and isn't turgid in the West Bank. This shouldn't be happen, particularly that the regional approach, particularly in Saudi Arabia and Egypt, in the framework of the international pursuit to solve the problem and to make it the American administration that the region interest and the needs of USA would require comprehensive and just solution of the Palestinian cause. This would make Netanyahu's calculation turbulent, and we've noticed how did he responded to the Trump's demand, in addition to all the field challenges, political challenges, and the image of Israel in the world. Netanyahu is in a deep dilemma. Even the coalition of three components are living based on a very big crisis and division. So if Netanyahu shouldn't find an approach of the need of Trump and the USA and to reach in the region in a peace, and between the pressures imposed by Smotrich and his allies in the far right, particularly in the West Bank. Escalation, therefore, his maneuvering is very limited, and I think at the end of the 42 term will see a great shift of such internal actions within Israel that would lead that there is are closely to have a new shape of a new government. Is this be fallen or to hold Netanyahu accountable and to activate or rather, America would impose to the entrance of Gantz and Eshkun in the government in order to get rid of Smotrich. But it seems that the America that hosted leaders of opposition, on top of which Benny Gantz and Leviv, insertion in these pursuits to create a critical change in the government. And I think one of the most important of Trump's pursuit lately is to how to get rid of Netanyahu or to the minimum symmetry and to change the internal landscape that is governing inside Israel.
And coming back to you.